take a second, take a deep breath. Hello, everyone. We're so excited to have you join us for our Facebook Live, and I am just so delighted to be here with I can just tell we're kindred spirits,
New
Linda.
friend.
New friend, exactly. Yeah. Although the funny thing is, Linda, I have known you or known of you for years because we're both old Temecula-nites. Is that how you say
30
that?
years.
Although I'm now an Oceanside person and you're still here in Temecula. But I'm so excited about this conversation because we are now also both in the direct sales space. And as our title said, I just think it's so fun that here you are doing what you love in a whole new way with Touchstone beautiful jewelry. I'm wearing my gorgeous bracelet, and
it looks beautiful
my
on
earrings, you. My earrings here. But Linda, before we kind of go into the basics of kind of direct sales and why you ended up here, share with us your story.
Well, first of all, thank you. I am blessed that you chose me to interview. So it's been 30 years since we've been in Temecula, and this little town is still awesome. We came when there were 2 stoplights.
Yes, that's probably about the same time when we got there.
Transplanted our 2 sons down here from Orange County and never looked back. It was the best decision that we made. I'm really proud of my heritage because I'm a 6th generation Californian. And so going back a long way, we have just been deeply rooted in our state. I also think that part of me is just a teacher by nature, and I'm a 3rd generation teacher in my family.
So your mom and your grandma?
My dad and my grandpa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We were all teachers, and at a very early age, I remember saving my allowance money and going down into the basement with a pretend chalkboard and just pretending that I was teaching kids. So I've always...
Do little girls still do that? Do they still play school?
I did.
Respond, you guys, to little girls who have little children, because I played school.
I know.
Only I became a nurse. You became the teacher, right? See, we're both
I wanted to be a nurse at one time too.
Yeah.
So we are kindred spirits.
Helpers.
Always wanted to serve kids and be around kids, and I think, you know, that has made me feel young most of my life is being around kids. So always wanted to be a teacher. I've always loved Jesus too. And in thinking about what I wanted to share this morning, I was just thinking about how Jesus was the best teacher ever. Yeah. He role modeled, he set by example, he led by example, he had patience, he was compassionate. And I just thought, wow, very early on, not only did I have people in my family teaching, but my love of the Lord certainly impacted where I decided to teach.
Right. And so did you start in a private Christian school, or
I've only had 1 year out of 26 years in education in a public school. Okay. And that was right after I graduated from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Oh, great school.
I was engaged to my husband at the time. And so the year before we married, I taught in public school. And then it was a very conscious choice to be part of private Christian education. And my desire was to be able to share my faith in the classroom openly, honestly. And I know a lot of Christian teachers in our public schools do that too, and we're grateful for that. But being able to have choices of curriculum and being able to teach truth and just partner with parents in leading kids to the Lord and providing a foundation for them. That was where I was called.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So you started in public for 1 year, and then you taught in a Christian school for how many years?
I
did. You teach then?
I was 9 years in.
Was that in Orange County?
Yorba Linda. Friends.
Okay.
Friends Christian School. Oh my gosh, great memories there. Transplanting down to Temecula, I taught 3 years at the Linfield School. And then the Lord called me into administration for 10 years there.
Wow.
And I did both the elementary and the middle school.
Wow.
For
What a
10
career.
years. Yeah.
That's awesome. So 10 years, and then
I retired.
you retired. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and
That's
you know.
a great career,
It
great
was.
ending. And
It
then what
was.
happened?
It was.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Lord wasn't done with me yet.
Uh-huh.
And I had a wonderful opportunity to go over and serve at Capistrano Valley Christian School in San Juan Capistrano for 4 years.
Wow. Okay.
And so I went back into administration.
Okay,
And
you're living in Temecula, though, and for those of you that are from Southern, that's quite a, were you commuting back and forth?
60 miles.
Wow,
I did not.
that must have been, oh, you didn't commute?
I did
Okay,
not.
I was going to say, because that must have been quite a calling. That is a huge commitment.
It was.
Yeah.
Gratefully, an apartment in Ladera Ranch, which is right next door to San Juan Capistrano, became available to me and was paid for me.
Wow.
So that I went over on Sunday afternoons, and then I came back on Friday nights.
Wow. Wow.
So the Lord wasn't finished with me yet.
Yeah.
And what a really neat place to just kind of have a close to those years of being involved with kids and parents and teachers.
Wow. And so you were there 4 years, you
Yes.
said. Okay, wow. And then you felt like, now I'm ready to retire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circumstances in my family just really said it's time to be with my family.
Yeah.
My husband, who was so patient with me while, you know, I served away and lived away from him for the 4 years. And I also have grandchildren in my life now.
Yeah.
I have two sons
Uh-huh.
and 6 grandchildren.
Wow, wonderful.
Yes.
And I know one son's in Hawaii, right?
He's in Hawaii.
Yes.
He went over in 96, never came back. He's married and he has a 4 and a 6-year-old.
Wow.
Actually, sorry, a 4 and a 7-year-old.
Oh,
She turned 7 this week.
You better get that right, Grandma.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then my other son's in Northern California.
Uh-huh.
He is a captain with California Highway Patrol.
Okay, awesome.
And he has a wife and 4 children.
Yeah. So retirement is wonderful for doing the grandma thing. You could travel, you could be available when they come down and all of that.
It is.
But somehow, and I don't know if I could say this, so was it the Lord wasn't done with you yet, or what was tugging at your heart for this next phase of your life? And you know, Linda, as I was preparing for this, it was interesting because as I shared, we have a common, you know, we're both now in direct sales. And I was working these killer 12-hour shifts as a nurse when I had 3 little boys at home. And that was really what drew me into direct sales, because the flexibility and the income that it still provided really allowed me to still be at home with my kids. I mean, it was really about flexibility.
Right.
So what was that draw for you out of retirement?
A couple things.
Okay.
By nature, I'm not content to sit very long.
Yeah, I could tell
And
that.
so after some evenings on the couch thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I need to be busy doing something, there was a tug. Definitely the brand name of Swarovski.
Okay.
That was the clincher. I had heard that they had opened up a brand new division of direct sales.
Okay.
And I've always loved beautiful things. I've always loved jewelry.
Sparkle.
And,
You like sparkle?
Yes,
Yes.
it's my favorite color.
Yeah. I like that.
And so I just thought, you know, I really need to just pursue this to find out about it. And I love it. It does provide the flexibility for me, for any busy woman, whether or not you're working in the home or outside of the home.
Yeah.
There's always room to party.
Yes. Yeah.
And I also was used to an income more than my Social Security. And so when that first Social Security check came, I said to my husband, you know, is this all there is? And obviously it was like, well, I'd like to have some money for making memories with my kids. And
for flying to Hawaii
yes,
or up to
yes.
or having them come.
Yes. So it has worked out really, really well.
Yeah, awesome.
It has fit into my life.
Yeah. Well, and again, I think that's the beautiful thing. And for those of you that may be joining us live, hello. For those of you that are joining me live, I think I saw Suzanne Macaulay on here. She would be such a great person for you to meet because she was a school administrator, I think superintendent, tell me correctly, Suzanne, in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh.
And recently moved back here.
Okay.
And she's not ready to retire either. So somehow I'll have to make the connection with you. And she is an amazing believer too. But so Suzanne, if you're on, give us a shout out and hi. But what I was going to say, what's so fabulous about direct sales is it is such a wonderful medium, whether you were like me, a young mom that was still wanted to contribute financially and needed, my husband is a public school educator, needed to, there's Suzanne, hi, needed to contribute financially, or whether you're in retirement, you're still youthful, you have a lot of energy, you're not ready just to lay on the couch all day. It is such a great thing. And I think the key is you found something you were passionate about.
Absolutely.
So you love beautiful things. So was there anything else just about the jewelry that really resonated with you? And tell us a little bit more about Swarovski.
I know.
It's a mouthful.
Kind of a tongue twister there.
Exactly.
Swarovski is a family-owned company that is known worldwide for their crystals. And so in direct sales, I'm able to bring the runway to their home.
Wow, very fun.
And make the parties easy, fast, and fun for our hostesses. People have to see this jewelry to believe how incredibly beautiful it is.
And I do agree with that because the catalog, it was kind of like, meh. And then when I just stopped by your house, I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually want a lot of this stuff. So definitely, yes.
Well, we're going to work on your wish list, Karen.
Okay,
a little bit at a time.
We'll do that.
So whether people like a whole bunch of bling, or just some dainty dazzlers that they can wear every day, it's so affordable. 90% of our catalog is under $100.
Wow.
We have a wonderful hostess program too, so that people that can't afford or don't want to afford the jewelry can invite a few friends over. And we can get them some free and deeply discounted
And
jewelry.
you even do, I know, online things, right?
We do catalog parties. So there's an option for everybody to be able to get this jewelry.
And again, I just think, and I know you would agree with me on this, that a side hustle just makes so much sense.
I love that word.
That side hustle? It really is. I mean, and there may be some of you that are listening in that maybe you're in a job you don't love. Maybe you're in a job that you don't even know if it's going to be around, in a couple months or a couple years. Just to have something that you love, and there's so many great companies, whether it's jewelry, I market wellness products, there's so many great companies out there, and it is so nice. And whether you want to earn, a little extra money, whether you want to earn, a lot of money, you can definitely do this in this space. And again, these companies have a lot of bad raps affiliated with them, but for me, it has only been a blessing, and I know for you as well. What has been surprising for you about the industry, and what are some of those side perks that maybe you didn't anticipate?
I had no clue what direct sales was.
Oh, that's amazing.
I guess I thought of the Fuller Brush Man or the vacuum cleaner guy or the encyclopedia man that would always visit. And so before I committed, I just really had to feel that I could be comfortable in my own way to be sharing this business. There's no rules you have to follow. It's in your own timing with flexibility. There are months where I'm on the road traveling with my husband. And
you're glamping?
Glamping
all over the country,
And I don't sell as much, and that's okay. And then there's months that, I have a lot of parties. And I love being busy. Last night I had a great party and I felt like I met 14 new friends.
Isn't that, I think for me, that was, not that I didn't anticipate it, but it really opens this whole new world, right? In terms of connections, in terms of like-minded women. I have to say some of my best friends that I've had for years have really come out of that space. And then even doing this with a friend, you and I are both mutual friends of Chris Pages.
Yes.
And
hi, Chris.
If Chris, you're listening, Chris and I are just heart friends, dear friends, and we have done so many, so much business, fun business together, traveled together, so yeah, you just develop these wonderful relationships, don't you?
You do.
So.
And I think as women, we just need to be around other women more.
Yes, yeah.
We need to take time to have fun, to be able to share and connect, and definitely encourage.
Yes, yeah. Again, I think that's where you and I are kindred spirits. I think we're both encouragers. And my whole thought, even from a business perspective, if I have the opportunity to purchase and bless a friend, and a fellow, woman small business owner, rather than go to Nordstrom or, wherever, why wouldn't I do that?
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't I do that?
Yes.
And why wouldn't we just elevate, women who are hardworking and are going out there and making it happen if we have those choices.
Right.
So I love that. So Linda, this is the fun part. Share with us, and maybe you can hold them up to the camera.
Okay.
Share with us some of your favorite pieces.
Well, right now for the holidays,
Yes.
I'd like to cameo this necklace called Star of Wonder. And not only is the name significant for us as believers, especially at Christmas time, but won't this be an awesome gift? And then I think we're all kind of thinking about what we're going to wear for Christmas and our parties and stuff.
I cannot believe we're almost into October.
I know. It's coming.
Yeah. I just rescheduled my toenail appointment 3 weeks, and it's October 9th.
Oh my gosh.
3 weeks, you guys.
Well,
it's October
and then
9th.
November, December.
Yes.
The other favorites that I have, especially for young women and our teens love Swarovski, are these dainty dazzlers. There's initial necklaces. Symbols are really in right now. So this is called Over the Moon. And then a shine every day. I mean, it goes with everything. Wow. T-shirts and then probably my favorites, Karen, are...
Can we tilt it up? Let's see. I can help you hold it.
There we go.
You see? Oh, no, the sparkles are falling.
Our ice bracelets.
Yes.
And
let's just maybe hold.
Okay.
Let's see, you guys, how beautiful these are.
And I have some on my wrist this morning. I love the pop of color. They don't have to match exactly what I'm wearing, but you can just stack these right up your wrist. And then we also have our birthstone bracelets that come in all the different colors for the months. And a lot of women are using these to represent their children or grandchildren.
Yeah, love that.
But also a great gift for a new mommy or a niece.
Yeah.
So those are a couple of my favorites.
I know you're probably like me, where it's like, oh, this is my favorite, and this is my favorite, and this, yeah. And what I love about it, because I tend to be understated, but these look so great just with jeans and a t-shirt, and then just for a little bit. And again, the one that I have, what's the name of this one?
That is the wrap bracelet.
And it's actually
wrap
leather.
Star bracelet.
Yeah, it's leather, and then it has these beautiful, just small little crystals. And this comes in all different colors
it
too,
does.
right?
There's 8 different colors. That's our wrap Star bracelet. And I love the one that you're wearing. It's called Coconut. And there's 3 different variations of stone color.
Yeah, I love
it.
it.
So you get a lot of movement.
Yeah, and it matches just with black, with brown, with everything.
And I'm wearing the black today. So hey, we're twins.
Alrighty. So I know we've been talking for a little bit. So tell us, if somebody just loves your stuff and would love to either purchase or maybe host a party or maybe even become a consultant.
Okay.
How would they find you?
First of all, this is so easy for you to do shopping. If you would contact me, and can we put a link Do you
Yes,
think?
yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I was
We'll
going
put
to
a
for sure
link
do that anyway.
to my personal website for Touchstone Crystal. If you would like to purchase, you can do it that way. We are also hiring, and this business is so new on the West Coast that we have this fabulous opportunity of growing teams. So if this business sounds like something that you would like to do very part-time, maybe once a month, or more than part-time, and have a really, really nice income as your own business, we are hiring and building our teams. This month, we have our beginner consultant kit for $99.
Wow.
So that's over $600 in jewelry.
Wow. Okay.
And I would love to talk to you about how you can be have your own business and just have a whole bunch of fun representing such a fabulous company.
Yeah.
And just wearing it. You know, I used to choose my jewelry and then figure out what I was going to wear with it.
Yeah.
Now I choose my clothing, and then I have this
Accessorize.
big jewelry box to choose from every day.
Oh,
It's
so
like
fun.
so fun.
Yeah, that is
A
is
little
just
bit of
awesome.
sparkle can just kind of perk you up and give you some self-confidence, make you feel like you're finished from head to toe.
Yeah, and again, if you love, if you're curious at all, I'm such a firm believer, it does not hurt to ask questions. There really is something about knowledge being power. Being power. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in that direct sales space, like I said, there's so many preconceived notions, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I mean, I've been in
Please.
this industry for over 20 years, and it is just a wonderful way to do part-time, full-time, to have that side hustle.
Yes.
And again, it makes so much sense. And I love, love, love how so many women are really finding their niche, whether it's in direct sales, network marketing, or they're starting an online business or other things. There has never been a better time to
Absolutely.
do this kind of thing.
Yes.
So jewelry may not be your gig, but if you just want to reach out and get just general information, what do you look for in a good company, all of that, feel free to reach out. So in wrapping things up here, tell us a little bit, give us some closing kind of thoughts, and I always love asking my guests to leave us with their favorite quote.
I have to tell you, my favorite quote was made up by me.
That's okay. That's okay.
And I did this years ago. Time just passes so quickly.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
And so mine is MTC. And I will put that anywhere. I used to put it on lesson plans. I used to put it on my calendar when I was an administrator, and it's Make Today Count. And if I can, at the end of the day, say that I helped someone, or I touched a life, or I made the best use of my time, then it's been a good day.
It has been a good day. And isn't that
Yes.
what life is all about?
Yes.
It's about
Make today count.
Yeah. We've received such blessing, and so pass that on and make today count.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Well, Linda, you and I could go on talking
I
on and on
love
and
it.
on and on.
I
And
love it.
It's been so much fun having you, as a guest.
Thank
and
you
thank
so
you
much.
for the work that you continue to do in the world. And just love your jewelry and blessings to you
Thank
in your
you so
business.
much.
And thank all of you so much for joining us today as well.
Thank you.